Hey guys, I'm going live on Facebook and YouTube on that one. Is that flipped for you guys? I don't know. We're going live. I want to unbox an electric supercharger for you guys. And I'm just as curious to what that looks like as you. I don't know anything about it. We'll wait till we have a few more people. While we're waiting, anyone that's here early, if you guys have any questions, Max will read them out to me. But we got a lot going on at the shop right now. A lot of cool stuff. I got to buy a car for the electric supercharger. Let me know. What kind of car should I buy? It's got to be a 4-cylinder or a small 6-cylinder. That's the only way it'll work. What we got? We got people in here or what?
Got a lot of people saying what's up.
What's up?
Love from Schaumburg.
All right.
People showing love for the E55.
Let's show them the E55 because it's right here. The Whipple wagon. So yeah, I got to do a new intake. Look at this though. This thing is sucking in so much air that it was sucking in the hood liner. See, it's all black by the air filter. So I think this is like a 92 or 94 millimeter throttle body, something like that. So I was going to do the factory boxes and paint them black, but I'm thinking of just doing some black tubes with the filters in them and then hooking it up to the factory cold air intake, something really clean. I don't know. We'll see. I got to do that and long tube headers. One of them's cracked. So it's like an excuse to replace them. What do we got? We got a good amount of people in here, Max?
Yeah, we got some people asking about the Alpina. We need some Copart builds. A couple people from both sides saying Civic.
Civic. All right. I mean, I'm down. I wouldn't mind like an early 2000s black two-door Civic, Fast and the Furious style, but with an electric supercharger. That hopefully works.
Somebody said Volvos with an electric supercharger.
Okay.
I guess they have them.
What?
Factory with an electric supercharger. Somebody said that.
No. No way. Fake news. I don't believe it. I don't think anything's ever had an electric supercharger before.
Got a lot of people complaining about it being in portrait mode.
On YouTube?
Yep.
Okay, so then maybe we should go to...
I don't know how to flip it from this point.
Yeah. I don't know, guys. I've never done live before. I thought it was supposed to be in portrait mode on YouTube. Max, come on. We're experimenting. Next one on YouTube will be in, what do you call it, landscape or whatever. Anyway, let's get to this, guys. So this is an electric supercharger. I know nothing about it. A friend of mine mailed it to me. He was on a waiting list for like 2 years to get this. I think it was like $3,500. So this isn't like some cheap gimmicky as seen on TV one, you know, for 80 bucks. This is an expensive thing that actually supposedly works and creates boost and everything. So I don't know anything about it. He's like, hey man, I finally got this in. I'm probably not going to do anything with it, and you will. So he shipped it to me all the way from Arizona, and it's here. And all I know is that it runs off of 48 volts. I don't know how we're going to, you know, connect that with a car outside of just running a bunch of batteries like a lowrider. Maybe there's a capacitor system in here. I don't know. We're going to find out. I don't even know what this looks like. Let's see. I don't even know the brand. I know nothing. He just said last week, he's like, electric supercharger, do you want it? I'm like, yes. Yes, I do. Wow, and here it is. This is cool. Are you kidding? This is awesome. Look at that.
That looks like a turbo.
This is sweet. I mean, a turbo and a supercharger are pretty much the same thing. They're just spun by different things. Wow, this is so cool. You can feel the electric motor. And here it is. That is tiny. Wow. Okay. I like it. Let's see. Oh, here we go. Here's the original. Wow, so this thing, oh, it was, okay, I'm sorry. It was 2,400 euro. Torque amp is the kit. I don't know. Let's see. Oh. Guys, while I'm doing this, come up with ideas for let's just go with a 4-cylinder. I don't think I've ever really done anything with a 4-cylinder on the channel, and I've never owned a Japanese car in my life. So maybe we do something Japanese and hook up this electric supercharger to it. Okay, what is this? Is this some kind of module going on here? Look at that, 48 volts. Okay, so 12 volts in. Oh, okay, okay. Wow, wow. Oh, that's not that much. Do not block holes.
A lot of people are saying Honda S2K.
That'd be cool. I like that.
Good luck finding one for a good price.
Yeah, that's true. Some heavy duty wiring.
Somebody said a 4G63.
Is that the Talon Eclipse?
Yep.
Yeah. I was gonna buy a Talon
Evo.
TSI like a week ago, but it was just too much. All right, cool. So that's about it. The Geo Metro. All right, guys, so here we go. We have our torque amp kit. And from what he told me, there's only like less than 20 of these in existence. I don't know if the company is even still around. Oh, look at this, a full throttle switch. Like a nitrous kit. It activates that. So cool. Oh man, I hope this works. So I'm just gonna go ahead and assume it's just gonna work on like a very short burst interval. Because they don't give you batteries or anything like that. So this is gonna convert it to 48 volts. That's just gotta be very short term. That's super, man, this is gonna be like really easy to set up though. Maybe we could put this anywhere. Okay, cool. I don't know, what do you guys think? Is it gonna work? Is it not gonna work? I think it's gonna work. I think it'll, especially on a little 4-cylinder, it'll create boost in a small area. And what I wanna do though is I wanna find something that's tunable. I mean, preferably, I wanna go Japanese, but I have GM HP tuners experience. Anything I could tune with like HP tuners, I think would be key. I wanna tune this one myself. Like put some big injectors in it and a fuel pump. Obviously this electric supercharger and see what I can do. Just all right here in the garage. A couple days, have this thing installed, ready to rock. So stuff that we can tune on HP tuners, guys. Let me know what you want to see it on. So yeah, that's about it. Update as far as the shop goes. We're working on everything. Everything at the same time is what we're working on. So the CL65, it has a tune in it. So the guys from Modern Masters Auto that were here helping me with the E55, they brought their computer software. They deal with a tuner every single day on Mercedes stuff. So they were able to get into contact with him, and he was able to write a tune for this old computer. So if you guys saw the dyno video, that was the whole issue. So it's got a tune. I haven't even driven it. It's had this tune for like 4 days, but we were working on this car. So I can't wait to take that out. So hopefully that works, and we'll have it in a future video. This interior is almost done. We're just fixing up some seat belts. We dyed them and then re-dyed them. So this will be coming out, I think Thursday. We'll have a video on the E39 complete interior. Max is smiling. What's up, Max? Oh, hey, Max's wife again. I'm not going to say her name on, on live, but it's Max's wife, everybody. Okay, so this thing, we already, we're doing E85, by the way. I want to go E85 with this. Long tube headers, finish up this whole belt wrap pulley kit, and then like that's, I think, about it. Then we'll just let it rip after the intake on the dyno. Should be, I'm hoping, like a 700 crank horsepower wagon, something like that. I think that's pretty good and safe. Much past that on this engine, you're gonna have issues. Alpina update, some of you guys were asking. I am working on that right now. The last couple of hours, I have been figuring out part numbers here for all the control units that got wet. So there ended up being like, I think it was about 9 control units in the trunk that got wet. They may not all be bad. So I'm gonna open this video, the Alpina video, up with opening the control units up and trying to fix as many as possible. And we'll know right away if it's gonna work or not, because all sorts of stuff doesn't work in the car because of these modules. So I'm gonna try to fix them. And then the ones that I cannot fix, I'm gonna get used. And get this, I called BMW with all these part numbers, $9,000 worth of control units if you went to the dealer without installation. So you're talking probably a $14,000 bill if you just took this car and dropped it off at BMW. That's what Sam Crack paid for the entire car. So I'm gonna try and fix it for less than $1,000. That's the goal here. And then we'll do the back glass, 440 bucks. So about 1,500 bucks for the glass and all the units would be amazing. So Alpina, hopefully soon on that one. Lightning. It's starting tomorrow. We're gonna take the cab off. At least that's the plan. You can do the head gaskets just kind of hunching over, but it looks like a total nightmare. So I want to take the whole cab off so we can literally walk around the engine, kind of replace all sorts of while we're in there, because we'll have so much room. So the Lightning is finally going to be fixed. Rolls-Royce seats. Did we show them in the last one, the Rolls-Royce seats? I don't think so. Maybe? Hold on, check out these seats. These seats are amazing. I can't verify this story at all, but the guy that did these seats claims that the last Rolls-Royce seats he did were for the Queen of England. And he's local to me. He's just some regular dude. So I don't know if I believe him on that one. He said he did it in like the 90s. Doesn't do a lot of Rolls-Royce. But anyway, he did a phenomenal job on these seats. And they're seats that you look at and you just know that they're just super comfy. And they feel great. We went with a super high quality, thick leather. All the padding is new. So I'm just waiting on a couple more leather parts. We have pretty much all of it. Just I think he's making a couple of grab handles for me, just so everything matches. But even the little armrests, oh, this is so nice. Like the padding is perfect. So I cannot wait for that. And let's see, what else we got for updates?
Somebody said they wanted to hear the Supercharger.
The electric one?
No.
Oh, I mean, it's totally cold and we're live right now. So in the videos, even though people yell at me, they're like, oh, you're revving a cold engine, because they see me start it and then they see me revving it. They don't know there's like 10, 15 minutes of idle time in between. So I don't really want to start this up and just rev the crap out of it right now. But watch the video. It's all literally in the last video on my channel. You can hear all sorts of cool stuff. Burnouts, revving, flybys. It's all in there. What do we got for questions?
We had a couple super chats on YouTube.
Thanks, Super Chat guys. Appreciate it. Were there questions with the Super Chats?
One of the guys was recommending, he said, buy a W140 500 SEL or 600, or work on the M119 engine itself. Would love to see you drive and work on that. Thanks for all that you do, the learning experience you shared. Love from Norway.
Awesome. Thanks. Appreciate it. Yeah, the 119 engine's really cool. They had, if I could find one that had that really common problem with the plastic tubes that would lubricate the whole top of the engine, the cams and everything, that would be a good one to show, because it was a really expensive fix at the dealer, but it's not even that big of a deal. So yeah, if I find something like that, that'd be cool. I love the 140.
You got quite a few people with the Supercharger saying either Civic or Miata.
Okay, I'm not a Miata guy. I'm not a big fan. But Civic, I mean, I know that sounds weird. Like, I'd rather have a Civic than a Miata, but yeah, I'd rather do a Civic. Definitely.
Let's see.
What's like a super strong Civic engine from the factory? What year? What do I buy? That's what I need to know.
There's a couple options.
There's a couple options? All right.
You got quite a few people asking about the washing machine.
Oh, you want to see my washing machine? Come on. That's what lives are for.
Curious as to why you have one.
Oh man, this thing is a monster. So this shop used to be a detail shop, and the guy, when he moved out and he shut his business down, he's like, do you want both of these for like $400? And I'm like, no, but I want them for $100. And he was fine. I knew he wasn't going to move these things. So this will work. Hold on a second, check this out. This will work with the door open, so don't get your hand chopped up. Yeah, it's very broken. Well, we're okay with that. This one is rusted. If you've ever seen a rusted out washer machine, he did some body work to it and tried to paint over the rust. But it works, man, it works. It's a Samsung, so $100 for both. Why do I have this? Rags, dirty clothes, mostly dirty clothes, but we reuse microfibers and all sorts of stuff like that. It's honestly, it's been huge, especially for $100. Oh yeah, it's an Samsung. Yeah, we're missing the S. It's a cheap ripoff Samsung.
A lot of people are saying the K-series motors for Civics.
K-series motors for Civics. Okay, I know a lot of people do K-swap, so that makes sense.
Let's see.
Max is reading these questions out, by the way. I'll try my best to read them out if you can't hear them from Max behind the cameras. So YouTube people, vertical not working out.
Yeah,
Okay.
they don't like it. A lot of people are
No. Okay.
talking about it.
It's weird. Some platforms, they want vertical, like on lives. So this is my first YouTube live, I think. So we will flip it next time.
Let's see. Someone says, do you have a guess of what you think the entire Alpina build would be?
Cost?
Yes.
Okay, so the
For
cost
everything.
on the entire Alpina build. So the car was $15,000. I think I'm gonna do the back glass and those modules for $1,500, and then the whole scratch video was like $100. It needs a couple of tires, so that might be like $600. What else do we need on that car? Spend a little bit on paint, it's like $250 on paint. I don't know. I think if we can be like 18,000-ish all in, I would be really happy with that.
Somebody said, what is the brand of the blue air compressor you have?
Oh, that's a really nice one. Hey, I don't know. I don't remember. Hang on.
That's the hand dryer.
Yeah. Chicago Auto Pros gave that to me, and it is one of the coolest things ever. You know, I gotta like feature this in a video and leave a link. I think it's just blow. I don't know. Can we put links in lives? I don't know. I'll throw a link in. Let's see. I'll put a link in the Alpina scratch video for you guys for this guy, and then I'll feature this at some other point. But yeah, it's really nice. It's like a little mini electric supercharger. Here, let's walk and talk. I want to show you guys a couple new decorations. If you guys are E55 sedan and Lightning fans, you know we have the Signature Series t-shirts. We just got these in. They're posters, but they are like, they blow posters out of the water. It's not paper. Like they're self-healing. You can almost like fold these things and they pop back out, waterproof and everything. So I'm gonna do some more of these, but Ed Tilrock is the artist on all this stuff. He's a local automotive artist, and he's pretty well known actually. So we have these live on the site, and we have bundles going on, which are still on the computer. So Max just got done putting all this together, so you guys can save some money if you bundle. This is like the 211 bundle. You get your stickers, posters, t-shirt, key tag, and then the Lightning, we just have the poster and the t-shirt so far. So it's all live right now, legitstreetcars.com. Oh, and Live 15 is a coupon code just for you guys. No one else will know about it. 15% off, except on the bundles, right, Max? Yeah, because the bundles are already like heavily discounted. But yeah, other than that.
You want to like show them like the fabric?
Oh yeah. So we got a. Yeah, I mean it's vinyl, I think. I'm not sure. It's some kind of alien technology because it doesn't get damaged by anything. So yeah, it's kind of nice. Better than the paper, poster if you were to get it wet. I mean, I don't know why you would, but it's not going to be ruined. So
somebody had said possible Porsche build in the future.
Yeah, definitely. I would love to do a Porsche, and I can't wait to see the comments from when I say Porsche instead of Porsche. That's actually what I'm most excited for the Porsche build. Yeah, I'd love a 911 turbo, like a 996, something like that. I always thought those were really cool. Something newer, like Rich Rebuilds has that, like 2015 or whatever it is, 911 Turbo S. That thing is a monster.
Somebody said don't add the at the end.
I'm not adding the I'm not adding the Yeah, it's Porsche where I come from.
I've had a couple people say 350Z build.
A 350Z, okay.
Maybe do the supercharger on the 350Z.
You know what? Let me look into that one. That is a great idea because I always like the styling of the 350Z. You can get them in a manual. They're rear-wheel drive. They're what, 3 or 3.5 liters? 3.5. So I'd have to check to see if that thing can support it. I believe it says that it has to be either a 4-cylinder or a 6-cylinder under 3 liters for it to create any like meaningful boost. So I don't know. We'll see. But that would be a good one. And they're cheap. And they sound good.
Yeah, when you were drifting, watch JR Goes.
Yeah, that's right. Watch JR Goes. Yeah, they sound good right out of the box. When they first came out, I thought they all had like aftermarket exhaust.
Somebody said 250Z supports HP tuners too.
Ooh, that's good to know.
Somebody said they want more Caprice content.
Yeah, dude. The Caprice, it is like one of the only cars in the fleet that is done. Like you could drive that thing Chicago to California, no problem. Yeah, I got a Camaro diff for it I could throw in. I don't know what else to do with it other than like cosmetic stuff at this point because I'm pretty happy with it. So I don't know. I mean, I guess everything needs a supercharger, right? Maybe we'll do that.
Let's see. Somebody had said something about. Did you see what happened to M539's
Yes.
Alpina.
Yeah. We talk. Me and Stretton talk all the time, so I knew about that before. He's like, take a guess. I guessed wrist pins, and it's pretty close. But yeah, it's very unfortunate what happened, with his block and everything. Too tight of clearances. It's not good.
Ironic that car was from Chicago.
Yeah, I was actually supposed to go inspect that car for him before he bought it, and I don't know what happened. It was like really short notice, and then I wasn't around. I don't know, but yeah, it sucks, man. I'm hurting for him.
Somebody had said, how's the Cadillac doing?
Awesome. The Escalade's good. I think we have 3,000 miles since the Supercharger, and it's been perfect. Absolutely perfect. We took it on a trip. We took it on a 2,000-mile trip, round trip, and it got about 19 miles per gallon. We got 20 on the way home, which is, I mean, I would just go ahead and say the MPG has not been affected at all by the Supercharger or deleting the active fuel management. So I was pretty excited about that.
Somebody else had asked if you were planning to upgrade the blower on the light when you get around to it.
I'm debating. I know what's probably going to happen. Like right now in my head, I want to get one of these like these bigger projects out really quick. Like I don't want it to turn into the V12 where it's like a year later and I'm still messing with it. And a lot of times that's because of aftermarket stuff. Like I sent those heads out to get ported and it took 4 months to get them back. So with the Lightning, I'm like, I'm okay with the power it has. It's got a pulley and a tune and all that. So I was thinking about just, doing the head gaskets and just like a normal repair and just putting it back together. But if I get the cab off of it, I'm going to look at it and I know I'm going to want to do the headers and then maybe at least port the blower. So maybe I'll just do that because I need to send the heads out. So maybe while I'm waiting for the heads, I'll get those parts. I don't know. We'll see. I'm sure there'll be performance while you're in theirs with the Lightning. Probably.
Let's see. Somebody said if you had to stick with one car brand for the rest of your life,
Oh,
what would you pick?
Yeah, I'm just gonna say I have to say GM because I mean it encompasses so much. Like I could have a Cadillac Daily Driver, a Corvette, a Camaro. There's just so much. I would say GM for sure. Yeah.
Somebody keeps asking if you're gonna do a collab with Rob Dom in the future.
You know what? I don't really know him. I don't think I've ever talked to Rob Dom. Sure, Rob, if you're watching, let's do it. I don't know what we would do. We're pretty different in the YouTube world or car world, I guess.
Well, I mean, he's got the rotary powered.
Yeah, he's into the rotary stuff.
No, the rotary powered Corvette.
Oh, that's true. That's true. That's true. I do get a lot of comments that we have similar, like, I don't know, looks or like mannerisms. People are always like, "Are you Rob Dom's brother or cousin?" And I get that a lot for Rob Dom. I get it for Doug DeMuro for some reason. And Mark, Mark Rober. So whenever people say that, are you this person's cousin or brother? I just write yes.
Let's see. Somebody said, would you consider selling the Caprice?
I was thinking of selling the Caprice, and then I put the interior back together with like seats, real seats in the back with seat belts and a center console. People give me crap for saying center console, I guess.
Center console?
I say center console. That's what I say. Yeah. And people think I'm saying council. I don't know. Anyway, the center console that's in there. And now I don't want to sell it. It's like, I think I could probably get like, I don't know, 14 grand or something for that. I'd rather just have the car. Like it's not worth enough for me to sell. I get more enjoyment out of it, I guess, than that. So.
Let's see. Somebody said, how's my favorite YouTuber doing today?
Good. It's a great Monday. I'm ready to go.
Are you going to drag race the Whipple wagon?
Yeah, I do. I want to bring it to the track. My plan, which may not work out, is in May we're taking the Escalade. My wife's going to drag race the Escalade, so I wanted to have 7-seater versus 7-seater, which I guess if we'll see. I want to try and make that happen. So maybe I'll push it till the end of May. I just got to wait on parts for that one and then actually get the work done and then get it on the dyno. But yeah, I want to see what it runs, and I got a drag radial already for it. So.
Let's see. Someone goes, it's lunchtime. Where's the Malnati's?
The Lou Malnati's. So you guys want to see what's going on here for lunch? I don't eat any lunch here. This is all emergency food. Don't mind this. I'll just put that over here. But yeah, we got almonds. We got some AG1. That stuff's delicious. Raisins, pistachios, and tuna. Like, but I never eat. Like, I get so busy out there that I completely forget to eat. So I've basically stopped eating at work altogether. So no Malnati's right now.
Let's see. Somebody said, would you do a Duramax or a Cummins build?
Yeah, I'm not super into diesel, to be honest with you. Like, I did the CDI and I had fun, but I'd rather get an LS pickup truck and put a big turbo on that and just go nuts with it with an LS gas. I don't know. I've been in a lot of diesel trucks and fast ones, and they're cool and everything, but I just like the feeling of a higher revving gas setup. It's way less complicated. Not the diesel's complicated, but like the parts are so expensive, man. You need injectors, big and like 100 over injectors for a Duramax, and it's like $6,000. I don't know. It's an exaggeration. It's so expensive, and yeah.
Let's see.
If I did, I think it'd have to be something old school.
Somebody goes E55 wagon at Freedom Factory for Cletus drift assessment.
That'd be cool. That'd be cool.
Cletus is nice.
Where you at, Cletus?
If
Send
you
the
had to
invite.
sell one of your cars, which one would it be?
Well, I'm going to be selling like 5 cars in May. So that's going to be, I'm going to have 3 BMWs for sale, Alpina, 335i, which I hate to sell, and the E39, and then the Rolls Royce, and the Camaro, which doesn't really count, but whatever. But yeah, so I'm going to be selling those cars in May. Yeah.
Somebody goes, we need a new 1,000 horsepower car. Are you up for it?
I'm up for it. I'm up for it.
What would you do?
What would be my next 1,000 horsepower car? Let's see. Oh, I already, that's so easy. I don't even know why I'm thinking about this. I'm searching for a 15 passenger van that I'm going to build into a 1,000 horsepower 15 passenger church van. You guys heard it here first. I haven't said this at all on the channel, but during the lives, if you guys are here, I'll let loose and kind of let you guys in on some of the secrets here. But yeah, I want a GM, so a GMC or a Chevy 15 passenger van. Comes factory with a 6-liter and a 4L80 trans. And I'm going to build the engine, either turbo or supercharge it, one of the two. We're going to put a trans brake in it, so it'll have launch control, drag radials in the back, and then I'm gonna do something where I put out. I'll announce this at some point, where I'm gonna need 14 more people, myself included, being the driver, and I'm gonna set up cameras in the van for a reaction to a 1,000 horsepower van launch on drag radials. So that's my next 1,000 horsepower build. I gotta find the van though.
Yeah. A lot of people are asking about working on other people's vehicles.
Oh,
I think this is almost something we need to say at every live.
Yeah, I
liability.
don't work on anyone else's cars. I don't have any time whatsoever, and also the shop is not set. I didn't buy the shop to be like a retail we fix cars shop. It's a filming studio / garage. I don't have the insurance for anyone else's cars, nor do I have any desire to be under the gun to work on anybody else's cars or the time. It's just I can just pick one. 0 time, negative time to work on anyone else's cars. I'd rather buy your broken car. That's what I always tell people. Like, sell me your broken car so I can have it on my own terms and time. And then, yeah. So.
Somebody said, would you do, next time you're in Florida, would you consider doing a cars and coffee or meet and greet?
Yeah, for sure. I'd love to. And you know what? I found a couple of vans out near Sam. So maybe we'll do one in the Tampa area, but that'd be phenomenal. I want to do one here. We're going to do one here in the Chicagoland area in May. So look out for that announcement.
Let's see.
Who's at work right now? Who's watching this?
Who's supposed to be
like?
working
Who's
right
supposed
now?
to be working? That's what I want to know. Max, get back to work. I was like, should I do these lives later in the day when people are home? But like Monday lives, I think are the best, because we're starting the week off. There's so many plans, so much to do. I want to update all of you guys.
Somebody goes, don't tell my boss.
Yeah. Oh, and you guys on YouTube, if you have a Facebook or Instagram account, we are posting a bunch of reels. So really short videos, 30 seconds to a minute, on Facebook and on Instagram. So it's all at Legit Street Cars. We're on TikTok as well. But if you guys on YouTube, I'm not doing the shorts on YouTube because of the whole vertical thing. They have to be vertical, and everybody hated that. So I'm going to leave YouTube alone, just the full length, normal videos. But if you go to Facebook and Instagram, we're doing fun reels. Like a lot of them are cool clips from some of the older videos and new stuff. So check it out.
A lot of people are from overseas, so they're like, yeah, it's like 7 o'clock at night here.
Sorry.
So you got.
Or no, that's good. That's good for you.
Yeah, you got a bunch of guys. Somebody said they're from France. Some other people said they're from England and Africa.
I have like viewers from all over. So like my analytics are crazy. Like before I started looking into analytics, I just assumed most people were from the US, and they are. Like 50% of my viewership is US, but then the other 50% is from all over the place. A lot of it's from Europe, Australia, Africa. Yeah.
Let's see. One guy said he's from Aurora.
It's from Aurora. That's a different country. I think we seceded that from the nation. I'm just kidding.
Somebody from Iceland.
Iceland, cool. Where are we shipping merch to today? Finland? And Canada?
One in Finland and one in Canada.
Yeah. So we ship, like we have like 10 countries.
I think we're up to 14.
If any of you guys have merch, especially from like overseas or something, post up if you're on Instagram or Facebook and tag me. I'd love to see that. I think it's so cool.
Let's see. Somebody goes, I'm working right now at a Mercedes-Benz dealership.
Are you a mechanic? What are you doing? What job are you specifically doing right now? That's what I want to know.
Somebody goes, is your goal to supercharge the world? You've been supercharging a lot of cars lately.
I want everything supercharged or turbocharged. That's the thing. I prefer turbochargers on automatic cars because they build up, load easier and stuff like that. So automatic cars, I like turbos on. Stick cars, I like superchargers on. That coincidentally, like all my supercharged cars are automatic because everything's automatic here. But yeah.
So somebody goes, I'm a former Chicagoan, so my question to you is Cubs or Sox?
Cubs. Definitely. I'm a North Sider. Although I grew up, I probably went to more Sox games than I did Cubs games because they were like $1 and Cubs tickets are like 100 times more than that. So my parents would take me to the Sox games. They were cheap. I don't think that's the case anymore. I think they've equalized and now it's all just ridiculous. I did go to the Bulls game a couple days ago and we lost by like 35 points. So that was fun.
A bunch of people from Liverpool.
Liverpool. Cool.
Somebody said do an LSA on the Caprice.
Yeah. I mean, that'd be really fun. Yeah.
And you and Arden would be like.
Yeah, that's right.
Toe.
That's right. Cannonball Garage has a supercharged Caprice just like mine. So I'll look into it. I got no problem with that. I'll supercharge the Caprice. I really like the ram air intake on there though. Hopefully I can leave that. Probably not.
Let's see. Someone said 100% right about Lou's.
It's the best. Lou's is the best pizza. Period. I have family that, like most of my family actually lives in Sicily. And when they visit, the first place they want to eat is Lou Malnati's. And they don't even have like deep dish in Italy. People think the deep dish is from Italy. It's not. They're like, what is this? But they like it. It's a pie. It's considered a pie for them.
Let me see. Somebody said something on a CL55K. Would you be interested in possibly doing one of those? They said they have one that's got some front end damage.
Yeah.
But is salvageable.
I'm going to say no because it's the same. It'd be too repetitive. I would do everything I did to the E55 since it's the exact same engine and trans. Plus, I'm not into wrecked cars. I don't do any of the body work myself. So I'd have to be filming at the body shop and someone else would be doing the work, which is cool. I put that in a lot of the videos, but I like to do as much as I can, myself. So
somebody said that they're in the military station in Kuwait and they love watching your content.
Well, thank you for your service. When are you coming home?
Someone goes, have you ever thought about doing a cannonball run one day? If so, what would you drive?
I actually did think of doing the Cannonball a couple of years ago when I had the CDI. And I was talking to Arnie, the Cannonball record holder who lives not too far from here. We're good friends. So yeah, a couple of years ago I considered it, but I was just gonna, if anything, let them use the car. I don't think I would do that with 3 little kids at home and stuff like that. It seems pretty dangerous and risky. I don't know if I would do it. I mean, Alex, like 10 years ago or 15 years ago, yes. But yeah, as far as what I would do, so they have a separate diesel Cannonball, which I didn't realize when I'd offered. I'm like, hey, I got the best idea in the world, guys. Let's use a diesel because it gets good mileage. And they're like, yeah, we already have that, But if I was going to go gas, definitely a station wagon, probably like a CTS V, something like, I like Arnie's idea where he made the Audi look like a Taurus, but in this case, I could make a CTS V station wagon just look like a CTS, just make it really look bland, but we could fit a gigantic fuel cell in the back. and maybe not stop for gas as much.
Somebody said, do you prefer superchargers over turbos?
It just depends on the platform. So like if I was straight up building a car and I was picking the transmission and everything, I would pair a turbocharger with an automatic, because with the automatic you can stall it up more, you can load it up easier, and then for a stick car, I think a supercharger is good because it's RPM dependent. It doesn't matter the load; it's being spun by a belt. So I would go with that combination. In practice, though, I haven't done any of that because the cars I'm supercharging have automatics in them, and I'm not going to like take the automatic out for a stick in my wife's Escalade.
Somebody asked if she's got any tickets yet.
No, but I did. I did though. I got a ticket recently, which I don't talk about. I haven't had a ticket in a long time.
Wasn't in the Escalade.
It wasn't in the Escalade. It was in the E55. If you guys, the E55 thumbnail is me doing a burnout. While I'm literally doing that burnout, I'm watching the police with their lights on coming towards me from 2 blocks away, but I was already caught. So I'm like, well, I better get a good thumbnail, and a good burnout for the video. I'm already caught. So I kept it going. So literally in that thumbnail, I'm staring at the police 2 blocks away. So then I rolled out of it. I got right out of the car and I was like, I'm sorry. And the cop, he was super cool. He's like, I got to give you a ticket. I'm like, yeah, I know. And he could have got me for a lot of stuff, but he was very nice. And yeah, I'm a big law enforcement fan, so like I'm not the YouTuber to post that as. Some people would make that the title and thumbnail of the I got pulled over, blah blah blah. I'm like, no, this guy was awesome. Could have impounded the car. So, thank you, police officer.
Let's see. Somebody said go stand by your cars.
Oh yeah, sorry. What are we doing here? Peter's out there. He's making noise, as you can hear right now. He's working on the E39 seatbelts. So we figured out a way to dye the seatbelts, and he's just polishing up the last couple ones. So if you guys are curious, a lot of this stuff that I show in the video, if it's a repetitive job, like there's 5 seatbelts, I'll do 1 seatbelt where we dye it and we restore it, or a couple, just depending on what's going on. And then Peter can come in and do the other ones, and that kind of helps me be a little bit more efficient juggling all these cars. So right now he's doing the other seatbelts. Yeah, so.
We got a couple people that want us to ship to their countries that we don't currently ship to.
Yeah, I mean, we're trying to add more countries, but a lot of them you straight up could not ship to for a while. So maybe those have opened up lately. Yeah. We'll see. But check back. I mean, we check every week and try to add as many countries as possible. It's not hard to ship to other countries. Some of the times I just have to physically bring the stuff to the UPS store, and then it just costs a lot of money. But at least I can offer the option.
Somebody said, is there any lightning updates?
I'm doing the head gaskets. Yeah. So like right now, we're going to be, after this live, we're going to clear everything out of the garage, and then the Lightning is going to replace the CL65 on the rack. We're going to back it in and get prepared. So then tomorrow when I come in, I'll be ready to film the intro and then start lifting the cab off of the frame and everything.
Somebody goes, ML update?
It's at Fluid Motor Union right now. They're doing a tubular rear bumper, a spare swing out, and fixing the camber issue with some plates. So it'll be there for a while. It's not like a top priority for them or for me, to be honest with you. I want to hit the trails this year though. So yeah, I'm keeping that thing. I love the ML.
Any plans to add more power to the 350, the 335?
No, I'm going to be selling the 335 next month. It is at a very awesome spot in its life right now. The car is like mechanically sorted. It's got like probably about 400 to 420 wheel, and it's a stick. It's a blast. So it's got every bolt on except for hybrid turbos. That's the last thing if someone wants to do that. But half the car is getting painted right now at O'Hare Auto Body. And then I got new wheels and tires, and we're minting it out for that video. So the 335i video will be next month, start to finish. Like, it's going to be phenomenal. I'm not going to want to sell it after that video. It already looks so good. But I think I'm done. I'm done with mods on that one, I think.
Somebody goes, have you ever lost a 10 millimeter socket?
Yes. I think I currently am missing a couple of them.
Let's see. What are your thoughts on the W212 E63?
I love them. I think they're great. I mean, there's 2 completely different versions of that car, though, because the first couple of years they had the M156. So someone was asking about the 212 E63. And then they went to the M157, the bi-turbo 5.5. So the early bi-turbo 5.5s had some issues. injectors would get stuck, rods would bend, and they kind of fixed that later on. I think in like by like I don't know 15ish maybe. I would actually like to get an M156 E63 and put a Whipple supercharger on it. I think that'd be like the best of all worlds, you know.
You said any interest in a W124 400E, 60,000 miles, needs a timing change.
Okay. Someone's asking about if I have an interest in a 124. It's not at the top of my list. Might be a surprise to some of you guys that watch my Mercedes stuff, but I'm not a huge fan of older Mercedes in general. Just if I was going to buy something from like the 80s or something, it probably wouldn't be a Mercedes. You know, I'm just more into American stuff when we're talking about older cars. I don't know if it has something to do with the fact that I started in 2003 at Mercedes, and we had like 5 old guys that would work on all the old cars, so I never got to work on any, and they just really don't interest me. I'd rather have an old American car.
Let's see, front wheel drive or rear wheel drive / all wheel drive?
Rear wheel. I mean, like what are we talking about? But rear wheel in general. You know, daily driver. If I can't have all wheel drive, definitely front wheel drive. You know. What else we got? Thank you guys, by the way, for coming on the lives. I never thought I would be doing lives, but I have so much fun, and I feel like I can just answer questions and just be myself and no script and just hang out.
Would you consider a classic European Ford Escort?
Classic Euro Ford Escort. I know the Escort is huge in Europe. Yeah, I guess maybe like a cool Cosworth or something that we didn't get. Yeah, I would. That'd be cool.
Favorite brat to eat on Memorial Day weekend?
Favorite brat to eat? Brat stop in Wisconsin. Although we don't get those for Memorial Day. I don't know. Whatever my wife picks up at Costco as far as brat brands. But any of you guys been to the brat stop right at the Illinois-Wisconsin border? Phenomenal. With cheese curds too. It's a good combo.
Someone said, have you ever used an 11mm hex bit socket?
Probably. I don't remember why or when, but I think I've used pretty much every tool at this point.
What fun Euro car would you recommend for a dad?
A fun
Nowadays,
Euro car.
Everything is expensive. Do you know of any cheap, good Euro cars?
Okay, cheap, good Euro car for a dad. I mean, you got to be a little bit more specific, like budget. Do you want it to be an AMG? I mean, nothing's going to be cheap, like in the world of Euro cars, honestly. You know, but I mean, I guess if I had to pick reliable Euro cars, I really like anything with the M112 or M113 and the 722.6 transmission. So anything in like the late 90s, 2000s, you know, E320, E500, E55, all those drivetrains are awesome.
Would you ever collaborate with Ed China?
Oh my God, yes. Someone asked if I would collaborate with Ed China. Ed China and like Wheeler Dealers was like one of my very early, you know, influences for doing all of this. Like if you guys watch the Legit Flip series, like on the E39, that's kind of what I'm going for there. Is live I mean, I used to watch those shows and live vicariously through them, and Ed China being the mechanic of the two. Yeah, he's phenomenal. That would be honestly like a pinnacle moment in my YouTube career or, you know, video career, is to make a video with Ed China. That'd be awesome.
We had a couple people ask about Toyota 4Runner.
I like Toyota 4Runners. They're great. I got a couple friends have them. They're phenomenal. I mean, if you're talking about like the newer ones, I think they're way underpowered, but what a great design. Toyota's really gotten their money's worth out of that. It's been the same body style for like 12 years. I think it's gone through 3 radio upgrades. That's how old that whole chassis and body is that they had to keep up with the times somehow, you know, but yeah, they're great. They still have clutch fans. You can get a 2022 4Runner with a clutch fan, no electric fan. Toyota's like, you guys are buying them, so we're not going to do a thing. And they got a good, reliable combo that looks good, and people love it. It's kind of turning into like a Jeep Wrangler where they don't have to like change it much, you know?
Somebody said, what brand of ceramic coating do you use?
The Avalon King, Armor Shield 9. It's in pretty much all my detail videos. The links and coupon codes are down there. Really affordable. It works great. I use it on my shower glass door.
Somebody goes burgers or dogs?
Oh, that's a tough one. I mean, I love a good, like, super dog.
Thoughts on Portillo's?
Portillo's is good, although ever since they got bought out, stuff has changed over there. If I could only have like cheeseburgers or hot dogs, one or the other, I guess I'd go with the cheeseburger. Like if my life depended on one only, that's it.
Somebody said retrofitting an M113K AMG Supercharger on an NA S500 4MATIC. Your thoughts?
Okay, so here's my thoughts. I know it's cool that it's got the 4MATIC, and that's what you're going after. I don't think it's worth it. I'd rather just go out and buy an S55 and call it a day, because then you get everything else that comes with the AMG package. So you can do it. No one makes you'd have to get the harmonic balancer, the fuel system, the intercoolers, and all that kind of stuff. And then the engine itself isn't even as strong. It's a higher compression. So there's a lot that goes into it that would all equate to me being like, just buy the AMG version, and don't worry too much about the all-wheel drive,
We said regards from Athens, Greece.
Athens, Greece. Awesome. My wife's family's Greek. People think I'm Greek. I'm Italian.
People don't understand the camera aspect on YouTube, so it's like blown up, so it makes your feet look big. So everybody's making comments about your feet.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
You can see my whole body right now on this camera?
Yeah.
Oh.
That's what I mean. But
Okay, Max is saying something.
Further, see, like if I scoot back,
I have normal feet,
they
people.
look normal.
I'm size 10 and a half. I'm like 5'8", 5'9", 10 and a half. I'm proportioned as a smaller guy.
Someone also asked how tall you were. So that answers that.
Yeah.
Did you buy the Alpina?
No, I didn't buy it. It's still Sam's. There's really no reason for me to buy it, because I wouldn't keep it anyway. After I'm done with it, it's not like a car I've dreamed about having forever. So once it's fixed, the journey for me is over. So I'm just going to keep it in Sam's name and let him deal with all that stuff. Thanks, Sam.
Somebody said, is there any update on the guy that you gave the TA away to?
Yeah, the update on the guy I gave the TA away to is, yeah, he just texted me right now. We're using one of my phones for this live. Yeah, I keep in contact with Eli all the time, and we were texting a lot this morning because he's thinking about going to WyoTech, which is the tech school I went to. So I was just giving him a little bit of advice, telling him about the classes I took. I mean, it's been 20 years now, but he's a great guy, and he's pushing along with that Trans Am motor. It's almost done. I mean, he sent the heads out. He had everything done. And it was verified by the GM dealer that it was a reman engine that was probably done about 5 years ago. So I would imagine it's got like 20,000 miles on it. So the guy in the video that I bought the car from was right. It's a new engine. So
Somebody said, do you have any idea what your next flip car will be?
my next flip car. No, I need to buy cars. I'm getting prepared to sell all these cars next month. So, if you guys ever see anything interesting, by the way, half of the cars I end up buying are from you guys that email me. It's at legitstreetcars@gmail. Any interesting cars. It can't be something that needs nothing though. I get a lot of that. Like, hey, I have this really nice car. And I'm like, that is really nice, but not really nice for making videos on and for what I do. So if you guys have anything interesting, I'm open to basically anything, but it's got to be cool and interesting. Abandoned, it's got broken, you know the deal. So I don't know what my next flip car is. Maybe a car you guys emailed me today. Who knows?
Somebody said blue or green antifreeze. What do you prefer?
I mean, there's no preference. There's just what the car takes. That's it. You just got to find out what a car. Universal. If you're going universal, like the green stuff, I'm not going to choose deck school or something like that if I don't have to.
What do you feel is the future of electric vehicles?
I think the future of daily driven vehicles is electric in general. I mean, as far as a brand, obviously Tesla's got quite a leap, ahead of everybody. But I think in the next 5 years, we're going to see all the big names with very nice electric cars. I don't believe they're that difficult to make. They're super basic compared to all this insanity that goes into emissions and all this kind of stuff. So, I mean, Corvette, I just saw today, they're announcing a new electric Corvette. So everything will be electric. I think all of our gas and diesel stuff will be recreational. That's just what's gonna happen.
Somebody goes, take over the Sam Crack Viper, ask him for a discount.
I'd love a Viper. That'd be cool. If you guys know of a broken Viper, send it my way. But that one is, I I don't know what he's doing with that, but I'm not gonna be able to buy that one from him. He's I think he's either keeping it or it's someone else's, or he's sending it somewhere. I don't know, something like that.
There's a lot of comments just coming in. A lot of people keep asking how much for the rolls.
Oh, the Rolls Royce. Well, so I think the Rolls Royce is worth about $50,000 when I'm done with it, something like that. Yeah. So I don't know. I sell my cars for whatever the fair market value is. You know, there's really no game. So if you guys want a Camaro, it's out back.
Somebody did ask about the Camaro.
Yeah, I'll sell it. I bought it for $1,500. You guys can just have it for $1,500. I don't care. I'm not gonna do anything with it. I think it's got $3,000 in parts in it though. So.
Probably. Any plans on an Audi in the future?
Yeah, I'd love an Audi. I want. I like the. I'd like a manual RS4 with the 4.2 naturally aspirated V8. I think those sound cool. Actually, my buddy Frank over at O'Hare Auto Body's got a really nice blue one. So we'll see. He just bought it, but he thinks he's going to keep it forever. I don't know.
Someone said cake or pie?
Both. Definitely both.
You gotta repeat the question.
Oh yeah, someone asked cake or pie. I like cake and pie, so I would have both. Max is going through both feeds here.
Yeah,
We got a lot.
Somebody earlier had said favorite M5, would it be the V8 or the V10?
God, it's tough to say the V. If they were both brand new vehicles without any issues, the V10. But we all know what happened there. The V10 is a huge pile of crap. So.
Somebody said any future plans to go work with Watch JR Go again?
Yeah, I'd love to. Honestly, I'd love to go to Kansas every year. So I should plan something with him now. I want to drive the Caprice out there. I think that'd be a fun road trip car. And there's like 1 million YouTubers in Kansas. So it's like I would go to hang out with Watch JR Go and then end up seeing the Car Wizard and Hoovy and everybody else. Elliot Alvis, if you guys haven't seen him, he's got a funny, good channel. So yeah, I should go back to Kansas like now. Let's go, Max.
Cool. Make sure we don't get bad gas this time.
Yeah. They got bad gas out there. I'll tell you that much.
What are your favorite detailing products to use?
Oh, that's just way too much to list. But if you guys go to like any of my detail videos, I literally list them all out with all the links. But there are a lot. Car Supplies Warehouse, the Chicago Auto Pros owns it. They have a lot of good stuff. Tough Stuff can disintegrate everything. I like that.
Let's see. Still quite a few.
Let me know where you guys are from too. I'm always so curious on that.
Are there any future YouTube collaborations we can expect?
Future YouTube collaborations. Rebuild Rescue, or is it Rescue Rebuild? I don't know. They're kind of a newer channel. They got pretty big from a plane. They got like an abandoned airplane, and they reached out and they want to make some videos together on an older car. So I think they seem like really cool dudes. So I think I'm gonna go hang out with them and do something. Other than that, I'm sure there'll be another Sam Crack Rich Rebuilds thing going on at some point. Watch JR Go, all those guys. One of these days I'd like to go film with Freddie Tavarish. We chat all the time, and I think that'd be fun to go work on something with him. Yeah.
I think the guy that ordered from Finland is in the chat. He said he's from Finland, and I think it was his name.
Oh, really?
I think so.
Guy from Finland. Did you just order merch? If so, you got to send me a picture when you get it.
Turkey, Germany, Virginia.
Nice.
Bosnia.
Dude, you know what came up on my YouTube analytics is Bermuda. It was, I don't know if this is a glitch, but normally I'm always at 50% of the viewerships from the United States. And I just checked randomly yesterday and it was 61% or something from Bermuda. And I'm like, that's impossible. Yeah.
South Africa, Denmark, suburbs of Chicago, Philadelphia, Indiana, Norway.
Norway, all right, cool.
That's a good one.
Oh, you know what? A YouTuber collaboration, Stratton from E39M5 Restorations. I want to go this year, so I'm trying to make that happen. But I want to go out to Germany and film with him. So we talk all the time. Great guy. We're gonna find some project cars out there.
Somebody said from California, or now in California, originally from Tinley Park.
Okay.
Bavaria, Croatia, Lebanon.
Wow. That's awesome.
Any chance of a C32 on the channel?
Yeah, I could see a C32 on the channel. You know what I've always thought would be a fun idea would be to buy. Oh, Italy. All right. I think it'd be fun to buy a C32, like a really budget one, and then fix it up, and then find a give it away as like it's like the greatest first time AMG ever. So I'd love to do some kind of giveaway with that after I'm done. But I got to find a broken one, of course. That's always the issue. Finding cars is not hard if you're looking for good cars. I'm looking for cars with good bones, but that have issues, mechanical issues.
Somebody said, would you consider a collaboration with Stradman?
Yeah, sure. I don't know what we would do, though. We're like totally different channels, Like he's more of the vlog, super high energy, and I'm obviously wrenching on stuff all the time. So I'm sure we'll cross paths at some point. I was actually going to go meet him not too long ago. I was going to pick up a car in California and then on my way back, but I never did it. So
somebody wants to see your toolbox.
Toolbox? All right, cool. Let's go see the toolbox, and then I got to get to work. So we got the new toolbox set up from Sonic, which doesn't have anything in it just yet. Well, a couple torque wrenches. So I got to get tools for that. And then I'm still cleaning up tools from the Whipple project from last week. I mean, we finished that like last minute. So Friday we finished it, and the video goes live Saturday. So anyway, here's the toolbox. You guys have probably seen this stuff before, but it's got that whole Sonic organization deal going on. And it stays nice and organized for the most part. So, can't complain about that. What else we got, Max?
Let's see.
I got to go take my broken Tesla to the Tesla dealer after this, too.
Somebody said they want to hear you speak Italian.
Oh, mi vuoi sentire parlare italiano? Va bene. Di dove sei? Sei italiano pure? There we go.
You cussing at me?
No. I've spoken Italian in a video or two.
Yeah.
I think.
Let's see. Somebody says 57 Chevy Bel Air or 64 Impala.
Yes. 57 Chevy Bel Air or 64 Impala. I'm going to go with the 57 Chevy, but it's like not, because I have to pick one. I mean, I'd like them both.
Collaboration with Mighty Car Mods?
That'd be cool. Mighty Car Mods collaboration would be great. Yeah.
Someone says bellissimo.
Bellissimo.
Let's see. Another person said something about having to go to the Freedom Factory.
The Freedom Factory would be cool. You know what I think? If I build the 15-passenger, 1,000 horsepower van, that would be really cool at the Freedom Factory. It's hard to compete with the stuff that's been at the Freedom Factory as far as like being unique, because everything's been there. It's all been done there, But that, I don't know if it's been done. That'd be cool.
People writing Italian, I cannot.
Max doesn't speak Italian, so.
No. Sono, Felipe, Masto, Lavorando, Cotton, Milano.
Oh, okay. His name is Felipe, and it sounds like he's working.
Okay.
I think. Wants to teach Max Italian.
My Italian is, it's not good.
It's not existent.
Someone from Ireland. Somebody said, how many miles have you put on the Trans Am since you turboed it?
Probably like 20 to 30,000 miles. I mean, I turboed it like 12 years ago, so it's not like that many miles, I guess, And it's been through like multiple engines and turbos and stuff. So the body has seen that many miles with a turbo in it somehow. Yeah.
Ferrari F1 or AMG F1?
I honestly, I couldn't tell you. I don't even pay attention. Yeah, I'm gonna go AMG.
Let's see. You were right about Felipe, by the way.
Oh, he's working, Felipe? All right,
From
cool.
the Philippines.
Oh.
I live and work here. So it wasn't Felipe.
Oh, it's from the Philippines. Okay. Good job, Max.
Let's see. Would you consider a GTO?
Yes.
Putting a turbo on a GTO.
You're probably talking about 04 to 06 GTO, Still a
Is
yes.
there one that's over there? There's a black one. That's
Oh, there's a
parked.
black GTO over here? No, I
Where
haven't.
we get burritos all the time.
Oh, the burrito place. Yeah.
Yeah.
I haven't seen that one.
In the back.
I wasn't a fan that they used the name GTO for those Australian cars. I was a fan of the car. I thought it was a cool car. I just wish they didn't like name it a GTO. But I was hoping they would have just made like a retro-looking GTO. But yeah, I still like them. I think they're cool. They handle well. The interiors are much nicer than the F bodies and stuff like that. So yeah.
Somebody said, do you plan to come to the UK for Goodwood Festival of Speed?
To be honest with you, I don't even know what that is. It sounds awesome though. My Europe plans right now are to go see Stretton in Germany. That's like first and foremost, and then we'll kind of see what happens there. I'd love to go everywhere, obviously, but it's hard for me to even go to Indiana or somewhere close. You know, I'm always at the shop.
Let's see. Somebody goes, do all restaurants in Chicago let you bring your own beer?
No, not all restaurants in Chicago let you bring your own beer. It's BYOB. They'll have a sign that literally says BYOB. I think it's like a license thing. Like they couldn't get the liquor license, but you could have a BYOB license, and it's one or the other. But those places are pretty cool, though. I'm not gonna lie. They usually have like, I mean, this is anecdotal, but a lot of those BYOBs have really good food. I don't know. They just like, concentrate on the food, and you bring your own stuff.
Someone said, do you still have a 9 to 5?
No. I quit. I quit in July of 2021. So this is my 9 to 10 sometimes. Yeah. Last week was insane.
Current number of cars.
Current numbers of cars. I think I'm at 14. I always say 14 because I think we're always right around there. But yeah, I'll be under 10 next month. I hope. We're gonna be selling a lot of cars. And if you guys are curious, I'm gonna be selling them all on modsandmiles.com. So you guys can go to that site. It's not live yet, but it's just like bring a trailer and cars and bids. It's really cool.
All-time favorite car.
All-time favorite car. Oh, that is too hard. I'm just gonna say a 65 GTO. That's like when I was a kid. Once I'd heard that the first gen GTO was deemed the first muscle car, and it is, I was like, I love muscle cars. That was the first one, and I like Pontiac, so that's it. Yeah.
Somebody says, what's the status on the Lou Malnati sponsorship? And it was Peter.
And it was Peter? Peter's commenting on my live right now. I have not heard from Lou Malnati's, all right? I don't really ever expect to, but again, Lou Malnati's, if you're watching the live, which you aren't, I would like to work with you. I mean, I love the pizza. It's so good. All right, guys, I have to go. I got to do a bunch of work in here to get ready for the Lightning cab removal video, and my Tesla's broken, and I got to bring it to the dealer and bribe the service provider to fix it. But yeah, so with that, check out legitstreetcars.com. Live 15 is the coupon code. We have bundles, the Signature Series bundles, and all sorts of merch. So only you guys that come to these live ones are going to get these special deals. So Live 15, no one else knows. Shh, don't tell too many people, or I pretty much will be in the negatives on all the merch. So with that, seriously, thank you so much for coming to the lives. I'm going to try and do these. Hang on, Peter. I'm going to try and do these every Monday. So I'll answer your questions. You guys are going to get updates like on live, like what we're doing like right now. So anyway, someone just walked through my front door. So hopefully no one's robbing me right now. We're going to go check that out. Have a great day, guys, or a great night. I'll see you all in the next live video. See you later.